We're back on iRacing again today to take part in the Formula 4 Challenge Series, and as with the Ferrari GT3s, this week we are racing at Oulton Park. Now, it wasn't until this week that I realised with this series I have potentially made a really big mistake. When I was flicking through my stats the other day, I noticed I'm actually racing in the open setup series. There is an open setup and a fixed setup series, but we're racing in the open. So I don't know if that's been putting us at a bit of a disadvantage, but I do feel like we have been performing pretty well in the Formula 4s. Anyway, excuses aside, let's jump into this one and see how it went, because hopefully with the cars being a little bit narrower, there might be some opportunities for some overtakes. All right, we're back on the grid at Oulton Park, this time in the Formula 4s.
5 cars left to grid.
I believe this is a top split race, and we were car number 20 out of 21. And we've qualified in P17. My actual qualifying lap was pretty slow to what I'd done in practice. So there was...
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid.
So there is more pace. But yeah, I was struggling to find it in quali for some reason. So see how the race can go anyway. 20 minutes around
Waiting
here.
on the final car to grid.
Okay, everyone.
Good luck. So yeah, we'll see how the pace goes. Again,
Good luck.
the aim as always is to try and stay out of trouble. And hopefully not be in the wrong place at the wrong time, much like our GT3 race here the other day.
Everyone's gridded.
But here we go. Lights are coming on.
Green, green, green.
Absolutely lit those tyres up.
Car right. Go left. Right side. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Clear on the left.
All right, we avoided the turn 1.
Come on,
There's an
man.
incident ahead.
Won ourselves up to the lofty heights of P12. Austin behind us, who's going to look pretty racy. Hopefully he's not going to dive it down the inside. Ah,
You cut the course. You've got to slow down and give up that time. Left side. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear.
all right. I was more worried about the guy behind sending it down the inside, so I decided to brake late to try and cover him off, but was clearly too late.
Mate, what are you fucking doing?
Car right. Clear on the right.
Right, back to P16.
You're a joke, buddy.
Clearly this race is going to throw up some carnage. I'm not going to go for it, Sean.
Right side. Clear
Okay.
on the right.
There's no point in, like, trying to send it down that chicane. You know, I'd quite happily sat back, but... Alright, P15, lap number 3. .2 seconds to the guy behind. Four seconds to Miguel in front, but we can try and run our own race here.
There's an incident ahead. The car in front has gone off. Go right.
Whoa. That's a bit of a dodgy rejoin, Miguel. Careful. Literally just put it straight on the exit of that corner.
The car in
that? I was contacting
P1
you
just at the
just
fastest
before
lap.
me.
33.81.
Bullshit.
Even more carnage unfolding in front, I
You
think that
didn't
is.
sit for it, Bass. I would.
Roy's not happy. Up to P14. Can take that corner before the carousel flat out, but it's a bit dodgy. I don't want to sort of extend the use of that curb after what happened to me in the Ferrari. We found Oulton Park's over stealth bump. Alright, Max has lost it. Up to P13.
The car in P1 just at the fastest lap. 33.484.
Gaining on Robert in front. And Roy's just pitted from that instant on the previous lap.
The car in front is pitting. New fastest lap for you.
Miguel's keeping us honest behind though. The gap is only a second.
Car right.
Your corner, mate.
Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
I just think it's better, like in those situations, to communicate to other drivers and just say, look, I'm not going to fight you. There's no point in compromising like their line on the exit or through the corner when I know they're going to be like go past me and alongside me, because not only does it kind of hold us both up, but it's the tendency then that there could be another incident. Essentially got a bit more time through turn one there. We're not really going out to the full width of the left there. Oh, I thought I'd hit that bump then. I think the car must have just bottomed out on that curb a little bit. That's Miguel gone because I'm really struggling through the chicane. Oh, that's my microphone. Got a 2-second gap between me and Miguel.
9, 3, 4.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not having a good run through that chicane of death. Somebody's pitting in front. It's a bad run. So we're halfway through the race now. 10 minutes to go.
Things are looking good.
Got on the power a little bit early there to maximise the exit. Really use a lot more of that curb on the left-hand side. Like I said on the previous lap, I didn't feel like I was doing. Just on the edge of the top 10 here. Jeez, I honestly thought I'd hit the wall there. That's how close I cut that. Guy behind looks a bit faster, so... As with Miguel, if he gets close enough, we're not going to fight it. We're going to run our own race here. A little bit of oversteer on the exit. You won't watch the power there.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Ah, it's too wide. Too much. And I said we need to use more, but yeah. I think what it was, I turned in too early. I caught the curb on the inside. That kind of adjusted the position of my car.
Right side. Clear.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, we lose the position. He was contemplating getting on the radio and saying, did he want to pass, but no, we've touched the grass. We have touched the grass.
The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 6.6 seconds.
Was having a nice, cool, controlled race there up to that point. Okay, come on. I'm frustrated with myself now. On like 2/3 of the race with one instant point, and then we just go 2 off tracks in one lap. Down to P15. It'll be P16 soon because David is closing in. Didn't feel like the car wanted to turn in on the previous lap, and I feel that's why I caught the grass. I honestly don't know. Everyone else seemed to like settle down in the race now, so positions are coming hard to come by.
Slow car ahead. Go right.
I say that. Yeah, I knew the minute. Oh, no. Thought Philip was coming and looking at the relative, yeah. I'm annoyed with myself now. I was in control, I was doing well.
Car right. Clear.
That guy really sent it in the carousel.
The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 1.5 seconds. Car right.
What are you...
Still there, hold your line.
Dude, I gave
Clear.
you all the space in the world. Come on.
You've got wheel damage. Your car has too much damage, we've got to fix it.
Wow. I've only got myself to blame.
Pit box is early, be ready. Okay, punch it.
I've only got
The
myself
lead
to
is sitting
blame
now.
because of like throwing away and losing my head again. As always, I will review the instant after the race. I felt though like I tucked in behind him.
Car right.
Number
Clear.
17's gonna be feeling like a ruffle right now.
So we'll analyse that again after the race. I kind of lost my train of thought because I saw the back mark, the leader coming up.
There's an incident ahead.
Mate, what are you doing?
Out these few corners here. I tucked in behind him, and I was going to follow him through, and then he pulled to the inside like he was like defending. So I gave him so much space, but what a lot of people don't realise when they're on the inside is
He's swerving, isn't he?
you naturally drift out to the outside unless you like reduce your speed enough on the inside.
White flag, white flag.
So like I said though,
The leader is running 34.2.
I think ultimately I can only be frustrated with myself because I am the one that's put myself in that position
He's up the front.
by losing my head again, making mistakes. But we was really comfortable, you know. We was, to be fair, I wouldn't say. I would say I was trying to push, but I was cautiously pushing. I wasn't like overexerting myself. That's just gonna.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
That's insult to injury, doesn't it? Not my finest hour. Still, we are looking for just that lucky break. Week in, week out, I'm just finding myself like losing my head, doing stupid things, and paying the price for it. Anyway, P18.
There's the flag. It's over. Better schedule some testing. We'll get them next time.
Just not much else to say about that,
There's an
really.
incident behind.
I really am like annoyed with that one. Annoyed with myself. Anyway, let's take a look at that incident. So I believe I left him all the space in the world, but
Yeah, good race, everyone.
let's have a look, shall we? Okay, here we are. We're jumping on board. So we're running up the hill here. I've got more speed than him here, but at this point I'm thinking it's not going to be safe. I'm just going to tuck him behind, like back off the throttle a little bit. And it just goes defensive. I mean, okay, so looking at that, he has drifted off the inside of the corner there. I mean, at this point, he looks like he's going straight. I'm trying to take the corner, but ultimately, there was a bit of netcode. And the rear wheels touch, I think, is what happens here. Now, I've got all this space here. Personally, I thought I'd left him all the space in the world. Clearly, I could have left him some more. As but I mean, at that point, I'm going straight. I've tried to straighten up. I'm not justifying it. I could have left more space. I think he could have taken a tighter line, potentially round the inside as well. So, yeah. 50-50. Maybe I am the overtaking car on the outside. I mean, at this point, I'm nowhere near. So, I mean, it is his corner and he's taken a defensive line. That one might be on me, guys, but I don't know. I could have gone wider. I could have turned in a lot later. I'd have had to have scribbled off a lot more speed. It's not like I was going like on a line that was going to come across the apex and across him. I've taken my line and then I'm going to straighten up to like for the next apex. It's kind of slowed down, but then not slowed down enough for the corner, and then he's tried to turn a little bit more. So, okay, I think I'm going to take responsibility for that. I think that's on me. I should have left a lot more space on the outside. Potentially, I had probably 2 cars widths there, or at least 1.5 cars width on the left-hand side. Although I am trying to make the corner and set up for the next one. I'm going to say probably 70-30 more my fault. Again, though, guys, let me know in the comments. I always love to see whether you guys agree or disagree with my thoughts. Anyway, let's take a look at the results. This was split 3 of 5, and the strength field was 1,554. We came home in P18. Car number 20 started 17th, so lost 1 position. Fastest lap of the race was a 136.055. Fastest lap of the race by Leo was a 133.484, so 2.5 seconds off the pace. We were a lap down, so we only completed 12 of the 13 laps. 10 instant points, 14 points for the championship. Interestingly, our safety rating improves by 0.01, taking us to 2.6, but we lose 62 iRating, taking us to 1,399. There we go, guys. That was the race, and yeah, another frustrating one. I just seem to be saying the same things week in, week out now. But I do feel like potentially this one was more on me. Looking at the instant after the race, I had a lot of space to my left, and although I thought I'd left space, I really could have left another car to car and a half width to the white line. So potentially more my fault, but I am interested to see what you guys think as well. Anyway, if you did enjoy this one, please consider giving it a like. And if you do want to see more racing content from me, make sure to hit subscribe because there'll be plenty more coming real soon. If you want to get involved with the action on iRacing, head down to the description where you'll find a link, and hopefully I'll see you on track real soon. But all that's left for me to say is thank you very much for watching, and until next time, see ya.